Willow suddenly didn't feel right. Her eyes closed. "I'm falling," she thought. Then her body was on the floor. She was dead. Xander wasn't far away. He started to feel strange too. Then he was okay. But he was different. He wasn't Xander in a soldier costume. He was a soldier. He was tall and strong. His eyes were cold. And he had a gun. Willow sat up. What happened? She walked a little. Then she turned. Oh! Her body, in its ghost costume, was still there. She looked at her clothes. Short skirt, short top. Willow the manslayer. Oh no! I'm a ghost. I'm Willow's ghost. Down the street. There were frightened children and little monsters everywhere. Then she heard a gun. "Xander!" She ran to him. He turned with his gun on her. He looked like Xander, but something was different. "It's me, Willow." "I don't know a Willow." He grabbed her arm, but his hand went through her body. "Hey, what are you?" "Xander, listen to me. We're friends. Something terrible is happening. I was in a ghost costume, and now I am a ghost. You were in a soldier costume, and now you are a soldier. I don't believe you." A little vampire ran from a house. Xander pointed his gun at it. "No!" cried Willow. "There's a little child in there. No guns, okay?" And then she saw Buffy. "Buffy, are you all right?" The little vampire came back. It had a big monster with it this time. They moved nearer. "Buffy, what do we do?" asked Willow. Buffy looked at the monsters with frightened eyes. And then she started to fall. Chapter 4. Who's Buffy? Willow looked at Buffy's body on the floor. She didn't believe her eyes. "Buffy? Are you okay?" "What? Who is Buffy?" said Buffy. "She's not Buffy," Willow said to Xander. "Who's Buffy?" asked Xander. "Oh, this is fun," said Willow, and then to Buffy, "What year is this?" Buffy thought. 1775, I believe. "I don't understand. Who are you?" "We're friends. Here, take my hand." "Your clothes, everything, is strange," said Buffy. "How did I come here?" Willow looked at Xander. "What's going to happen to us without the Slayer?" she said. "What's a Slayer?" asked Xander. Suddenly, a monster kicked Buffy from behind. This new Buffy didn't kick back. She just screamed. Xander hit the monster with his gun, and it ran off. "Let's go into a house," said Xander. "Monster!" cried Buffy. "A monster?" Willow and Xander turned. They were ready. But there wasn't a monster. There was only a car. It's a car, said Willow. What does it want? Said Buffy. What's wrong with this woman? Asked Xander. She's from 1775. They didn't have cars then, said Willow. Let's go. Buffy's house is near here. Buffy and Xander followed Willow. They went into Buffy's kitchen through the back door. Xander closed the door and watched at the window. We're okay, for now. Bang, bang, bang. The front door! Quick! Xander and Willow ran through the house. Don't open it, said Willow. There are vampires out there. The sound stopped. Willow and Xander stopped too, and waited. Buffy came into the room and looked at a photo of a young woman. This is just like me, she said. It is you, said Willow. Buffy, can't you remember anything? No, I don't understand. I don't wear these... Are they clothes? I don't like this place. I don't like you. Where is my home? Just then, a green hand came through the window. It grabbed Xander's arm, but he hit it with his gun. The thing ran away. Now there was a different scream. It wasn't Buffy this time. Xander opened the front door and ran out. Hey, stop! Called Willow. Xander came back. He pulled a woman in a cat costume into the house. She was dirty, and there was blood on her arms. It was Cordelia. What's happening? She cried. Cordelia, said Willow. Okay, now, listen. Your name is Cordelia. You're not a cat. You're at high school, and we're your friends. Well, that's nice, Willow, Cordelia said. But I'm not stupid. Do you know us? Oh, that's fantastic, said Willow. Yeah, said Cordelia. You're a bit strange today. But look at my costume. Party Town isn't going to like this. Okay, said Willow. Cordelia, you stay here with Xander and Buffy. I'm going to see Giles. Willow didn't see Spike in the street. He was under a tree in his long black coat. His vampire face was evil. He looked around him and smiled. Well, he said, this is great. Xander and Buffy watched the streets from the front door. They were okay, for now. Cordelia watched from a bedroom window. Oh, good, said someone behind them. You're all right. They turned. It was Angel. It's evil out there. Who are you? They asked. Okay, said Angel. What's happening here? He looked at Buffy's dress. He remembered something. Someone. From long ago. Do you live here? Asked Xander. No. You know that. Buffy. This was Buffy, but not Buffy. What's up with your hair, Buffy? You look different, he said. They don't know you, Angel. It was Cordelia. And everyone in the street's a monster. Then she remembered her smile. So, Angel, how are you? Someone turned off the lights. Buffy screamed and grabbed Cordelia. Hey, said Cordelia, keep your hands off me. Xander turned to Angel. Take the girl to the kitchen. Watch the door. Catwoman, stay here with me. In the kitchen, the back door was open. I closed that, said Angel. He moved quietly to the door. Buffy stayed by the wall. She didn't see the vampire. Be careful, cried Angel. He grabbed the vampire and kicked it into the dining room. Get a steak, Angel shouted to Buffy. He turned to her. She saw Angel's face and screamed. It was his vampire face, angry and terrible. She ran out of the house. Buffy, no! Shouted Angel. The other vampire hit Angel hard. There were a lot of books in front of Giles and Willow. This isn't helping, Willow said. What are we looking for? Okay, said Giles. Let's think. At 6 o'clock, everyone changed. Right. So, now, Xander's a soldier and Buffy's a girl from 1775. Giles looked at Willow. And you are? I'm a ghost, said Willow. Giles smiled and looked at her short skirt and top. A ghost of... Willow went red. You didn't see Cordelia. She has cat ears and... So Cordelia is now a cat? Willow looked at Giles. Wait a minute, she said slowly. Cordelia isn't a cat. She's the same old Cordelia in a cat costume. She didn't change then? No. Willow thought for a minute. I know. Party Town. That's it. Her costume came from Party Town. And you, Buffy, Xander, where... We went to this new place, Willow said. Ethan's. Come on, said Giles. Quick. Chapter 5. I'm home. Hello? Giles called. Is anyone in? The shop was dark. Willow saw an open door at the back. There was a statue in the room. It had an evil face with green eyes. What does it mean? She asked. It's Janus, said Giles, from an old world. Janus has two faces, man and woman, good and evil, milk and dark. Ethan was just behind them. Willow and Giles turned quickly. Oh no, sorry, that's chocolate. Ethan smiled at Giles. Willow, Giles said. He didn't look at her. Go to Buffy. Now. But now, Willow. She turned and ran. Hello, Ethan. Hello, Rupert, my old friend, Ethan answered. This is nice. Giles didn't smile. I was stupid. I didn't think of you. But of course, this Halloween thing is your idea. It's just like all your other plans. Yes, Ethan said. All my plans are clever. Not clever, Ethan. Evil. Well, Rupert, you know all about evil, of course. He laughed. But maybe they don't know about you here. Giles changed. No one in Sunnydale knew this Giles. Stop your evil, Ethan. Then leave this place. Never come here again. Ooh, I'm frightened. Giles hit him. Ethan went down hard onto the floor. There was blood on his mouth. Angel's vampire face changed, and he looked like a man again. He found Xander and Cordelia, and they ran into the road. Buffy! Buffy! Where are you? Angel called. Let's go this way, said Xander. She needs help, now, Angel said. I know it. Buffy's always okay, said Cordelia. But this isn't Buffy. Spike watched them. He had 2 small vampires with him. Did you hear that, my friends? Drusilla was right. Tonight, Buffy is weak. Come on. We must find her first. Then we can drink that lovely blood. Buffy was alone on a dark street in the bad part of town. She was very frightened. She ran into someone. He was big and dirty, with bad teeth. Pretty, he said, and grabbed Buffy. He said. Nice. No, cried Buffy. Xander suddenly arrived. Hey! He shouted, and pulled the man off Buffy. Buffy screamed and ran, right into Cordelia. Then Buffy saw Angel. She screamed again and grabbed Cordelia. What's up with you? Cordelia cried. That man, your friend, he's a vampire, she screamed. Cordelia smiled at Angel. She thinks... Oh, forget it. Then she turned to Buffy. It's okay. Angel is... a friend. He likes us. Hey! They all turned. It was Willow. We gotta get out of the road, she said. This way. Angel ran to an old building. The others followed him into the building and closed the door. But Spike was just behind them, with a lot of little vampires. They kicked the door, and it opened. Spike came into the building. He smiled at his little helpers. Ethan had lots of blood on his face, but he smiled too. How do I stop this evil? Giles asked. He cleaned the blood from his hands. Ethan laughed. Say please. Giles kicked him. Okay. But break, Janus, said Ethan. Break the statue. Vampires pulled Angel and Xander away. Spike turned to Buffy. My little one, he said, frightened, alone. No one can help you now. He smiled kindly. Then he hit her across the face. I'm enjoying this, he laughed. Buffy, Angel cried, but the vampires pulled him harder. Spike grabbed Buffy's head with one hand. He had her arm in the other. His long white teeth came close to her beautiful neck. "Hi," she said to Spike. "I'm home." Spike didn't look happy now. Buffy was the vampire slayer again, and she was very angry. She kicked him and hit him. Then she kicked him again. "Do you know something?" she said. "I'm enjoying this." Spike hit the floor hard and didn't move again. "Hey, Buff," said Xander. "We're back." "Do you remember anything?" asked Cordelia. "Yeah," said Xander. "It was like, 'I'm here, I can hear you, but I can't get out.' It was strange." "Are you okay?" Angel asked Buffy quietly. Buffy looked into his dark eyes. She loved those eyes. "Yeah," she smiled. He took her arm and they went out. "Hey," said Xander. "Where's Willow?" "What happened?" asked Willow. She was at Mrs. Parker's house in her ghost costume. "Well, I'm in my own body again," she thought. "That feels better." Buffy was in Buffy clothes, with Buffy hair again. She was at home with Angel. She sat down next to him. "I like this, Buffy," he said. "I hated the girls in the old days." "Did you?" "They were boring. I want someone exciting." He moved closer. "Interesting." "Oh, yeah?" "Strong." Then he took her in his arms, and Buffy smiled. "This feels right," she thought. The next day, Giles was in Ethan's empty shop. He walked around slowly. Suddenly, he saw some paper. There were words on it. "See you soon," he read. Giles looked up. His eyes were hard and cold.